Just slightly surprising, not much, but the two highest ranked players that are at least on campus now, not the two highest ranked players uh, for the entire class, but the two on campus would be both outside the state of Florida. So we go to Frisco, Texas, and tight end Elijah Arroyo, seventh rated tight end in the nation.
He's someone I'm so excited to see touch the football field at Miami. And the reason why is because I wanted to see him after a full year in the lab with Dave Feely and his strength and conditioning staff and the nutrition staff at Miami. Because if we're able to, the way that we've been reshaping bodies the last year, this young man is he's built a little different, Mark. His arms are like really small, but he's really built waist down. Like he loves legs day and he only does arms once a day. Kind of look. But his film, oh man. Blocks, receiving, returning. It's like he's a tight end, but he's just the most athletic player on the football field. And to be able to have him with Mallory, Hodges, Memorelli, Miami at tight end should be pretty good, man. But am I here to say he should have been a 5-star and Miami gets hate in the rankings? That's not what I'm here to say. Arroyo made a huge jump because I think he was like 22nd going into his senior year. They did like the re-rankings and he just shot up the boards as far as how well he was playing, man. But and he's an early enrollee. That's another thing that's going to help take the program to another level is when you can mix in. Of course, I think you also need a little bit more of your 3-stars in there because they're going to need that extra semester to get up to snuff if you're running like an elite program. But it's great to see some of those big-time recruits get in there too. You know, like let's say if you get 9 every year who can come in, try to get, I hope Miami recruiting 5, 6, 3-stars. I really hope not. But get as many as them as you can, but sprinkle a couple of your 4 and 5 stars in there too.
All right. I always find it interesting when somebody's listed as an athlete because they're typically either a wide receiver in college or they're going to be a defensive back. And you got Chase Smith as a top 300 player, number 15 in the athlete category, 42nd rated player in the state out of Melbourne.
Melbourne.
Melbourne. I'm talking about him like he's coming from Australia. That's like when somebody wrote in the chat a few minutes ago, and I posted the question about Nick Farley. I know who Nick Fairley is, but I was just reading it, and they left out the guy. So yeah, Nick Fairley, I know all about him, Auburn, etc. So anyway,
yeah, no problem. He's one of those players that is catching a lot of people off guard. Mark, if you turn on his film, this young man plays running back, wide receiver, tight end, punt, kick returner, safety, corner, all these different positions. He's coming to Miami to play striker. Okay? I'm going to say that again. He plays running back, wide receiver, tight end, corner, safety. A little bit linebacker on his film. Defensive end, rush the passer. Everything for his team. He's coming to Miami to play striker. That's the type of athleticism you need. But here again, Mark, what mind boggles me, when everybody says how rude it is of me to say Amari Carter, the linebacker, how it doesn't make any sense, right? But you can have foresight of this athlete here and put him as striker. You can have foresight about Gilbert Frierson moving from corner to safety to striker. Greg Rousseau moved from striker to defensive end. Harrison Hunt moved from defensive end to defensive tackle. Elijah Roberts from defensive end to defensive tackle. Zach McLeod from inside linebacker to defensive end. But when we talk about Amari Carter, the linebacker, it's a problem. Okay. Anyway, you're bringing in a true athlete who played all these positions in high school. He's coming to play striker for you and adding to the depth at that position, which is starting to get pretty dang good. Because right now you got Gilbert Frierson as a starter. Keontre Smith as his backup, and now you're adding Chase Smith to that. I really like what I'm seeing.